Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, Stop Crying Poser. Greatest podcast known to man as voted by the employees at Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, Captain D's, Noodle & Company, Shake Shack, Culver's, Zaxby's, Whataburger, Del Taco, KFC, Hardee's, Taco Bell, Popeyes, and Arby's. They all said this is the greatest podcast known to man. Who do we have in the chat room right now? Scrolling up, we got Paul, Miranda, Fletcher, Cam, Ish, Gyges, Dietrich. They call me Ziggs, Dingo, Dogger, Dude, Generation L, Cam 702, Paul Deso, iBook Boy, Fletcher, Day, We Are Sad, and Moobot, who is not even a real person. It's been an eventful week. A lot of big milestones were crossed. Hopefully you guys also had a fun week. And we have Jake Paul fighting, and then tomorrow we have John Jones fighting. So let me start by telling you guys about my New Year's resolution earlier this year. 11 long months ago. That would have been 3 shit pantses ago in the before time. I made the New Year's resolution that what I wanted to do this year was to cook food for my friends more often and then do a double backflip into some water or into a foam pit. You guys know I'm approaching 40 years old, so these fun, active sort of resolutions, I got to do them now while I can, because one day I won't be able to. So I did. I cooked for my friends all year long. My cooking game has gone from like out of 10, like a 5 out of 10 to like a 6 out of 10. So I'm working my way up the ladder of becoming my house's next top chef. And that's been going good. We went to the lake, or the river actually, the Colorado River, to do the double backflip a few months ago. Couldn't pull it off. There was a big mental block. You know, I was too scared. I couldn't do it. I got shaky. My tire sensor went out, so that made me feel like, oh, fuck, you know, like if I get hurt, I won't be able to drive. Just a lot of things got in my head, but I found a place this week. So I was on it. I found a place this week called Las Vegas Circus Center, and it's a place where there's a lot of circus kind of shows here in Las Vegas. There's a lot of Cirque du Soleil. There's a lot of shit at the actual Circus Hotel Casino, and maybe every main hotel on the strip has some sort of like entertainment, like acrobats or whatever. Turns out all these acrobats and jugglers and unicyclers and rollerbladers and high divers and trapeze artists, they go to this one place to train. It's called the Las Vegas Circus Center, and they had fucking everything. Not only did they have trampolines and foam pits and trampolines next to the wall, that was sort of the reason I wanted to go there. But as I walked into this place, I immediately noticed a giant trapeze in the sky. You can trapeze and land in these ropes. There was, must have been 40 different types of unicycles. There was a chick on some stilts walking around on stilts randomly. There was a skateboarding ramp, a giant like 15-foot vert ramp, just also in the corner that no one was touching. Ninja warrior course, all types of like rock climbing wall, like little monkey bars and things like that. Then there was like a weightlifting area. Then there was a gymnastics area. There was a chick there holding like a whip, you know, like one of those old, Star Wars. What is that movie where the big giant rock follows that guy? Indiana Jones. This bitch had a rope. Ooh-cha, ooh-cha, ooh-cha. I didn't know what it was because she was all the way in the back. I thought somebody was lighting off like fireworks, doing magic tricks. I heard this noise coming from indoors, and the whip is so fucking loud and scary, it sends shockwaves through the air. I thought it was somebody like doing magic tricks with cards and like throwing cards and making them explode on the wall with some type of little bomb inside of it or something. What else did they have? They just had regular weights and shit. Oh, they had these big rings where like you stand like you're a big starfish, right? You put your arms up, your legs up, and you put your body into this giant ring, and then you just like, I don't know, just gyrate around like if you're spinning like a a dime on like a table or a quarter, you know. Brrr. They had these big ass rings rolling around. They had people with the, I don't know what you would call this. It was basically like curtains coming from the ceiling, you know, 1,000 feet up in the air. And they get all wrapped up in this damn curtain and wrap themselves up, go up and then go down and pose all crazy. Maybe one of the coolest places I've ever seen, because on this particular day, when they do weekday open gym, you got to be 16 years old to get in there. So that's the issue with wanting to do a double backflip into a foam pit. For me, you know, I go online and look up all these trampoline places. It's like, this trampoline place is you're only allowed to come here if you're less than 5 years old. And you're like, well, I passed that deadline several decades ago. So yeah, I can't use the foam pit. Like, no way, dude. You'd break the foam pit, fat ass. So this place is only for adults for the most part. I'm sure they have like classes for kids and shit, but I didn't see any kids in there. And it was so cool. And to see, like, you see people that are older than you doing flips and jumping off, it's kind of inspiring, motivating too. I saw an older guy than me jumping on this trampoline where he's half on the trampoline, then he walks up the wall, jumps on the trampoline, jumps off the wall, handspring off the wall, bounce on the trampoline on his back again, flip, kicks the wall, just jumping off the wall. It's like a fucking Mario, like a Mario, Super Mario game. And I'm just watching them do all that shit. I'm like, dude, these guys are not in super great shape, you know? It's not like I'm watching Brock Lesnar in here or whatever. Just some random dudes, and they're doing it so casually. And anyways, I did the double backflip, dudes. I had a plan. I was focused. I was mentally ready. I did a double front flip. Then I did a 360 backflip. Then I did a backflip to back flop. Boom. Right on like my back, just to see like how much extra rotation it would be. Then I went for the first double backflip, landed right on my fucking head. Thank God the foam pit was there, because there was, if it was into water, it would have been a belly flop. It's in a foam pit, it still kind of is a belly flop, but it basically, my head touched foam before anything else. So that was a no-no. So then I got this big pad, I moved it up. So if you guys haven't seen on Instagram, I wasn't doing it off of a trampoline. I was going to go trampoline style, but then I got really scared. Trampoline was not looking trustworthy. I wasn't feeling comfortable on the trampoline. I don't have no control over how high my body goes. My fear is like, I try to hit this double backflip off this trampoline. What if I land back on the trampoline? Well, now I'm going to get badly hurt. So I opted, there's a wall, probably about 6 feet tall, maybe 6 feet, 7 feet tall. Climbed up the wall, tried double backflip, landed right on my head. I said, wait a minute. I got my buddy Tommy went with me and his lady. We lifted up this pad. So now instead of a 7-foot wall, I got like a 10-foot wall. A little bit extra for a big boy. And then I went for the double backflip off that bitch. First fucking try, boom. I probably did like 4 or 5 of them, back to back to back. Now there's no more like mental blocks. So now that I have an idea for the minimum height needed for someone like me to do this double flip, not that anyone cares, but it was a goal I wanted to achieve. I achieved it. Now that I know the exact height, now we're ready, because I can take it to the cliffs next year when it heats up. So I'll be 1 year older. Hopefully I'll still be in okay shape, but that's the plan. Man, it was great. Everything worked out great. Defeated a big mental block, and not like New Year's resolutions are not super serious anyways, right? But it still feels good to achieve something that I kind of had on my mind all year. Also, I'm the only one that made up the resolution, you know. It's not like I'm gonna quit drinking or something, you know. So I try to make a little something. So now I'm thinking, what's my next New Year's resolution gonna be? You guys got to tell me in a comment below. I felt pretty good doing all this shit. I did the Ninja Warrior stuff. I did the salmon ladder. I did some monkey bars or whatever. I ran up the wall. I skated the half pipe for a little bit. I don't even know why half pipes exist. That thing was so goddamn big. I didn't have my real skate shoes, but it also kind of a cop out. I was looking at it like, do I want to drop in on this? And then I immediately said, no, there's nothing to win. You don't gain anything from dropping in on a mini ramp other than you can just say that you dropped in on a mini ramp. But if something goes wrong, blast your fucking head on the ground. Now, you're gonna be an internet meme, and no one's even gonna acknowledge that you went for it. So no, I'm not even doing that. I rode up and down. I did a little fakey air. I did some kick turns. That was it. But after all that shit, after climbing out of the foam pit, my shoulder is in really bad shape. My back is extremely sore. I don't know what this is. My forearm. I don't know what I did forearmly. Maybe some rock climbing, but these are extremely sore. My back, my legs, my feet. Oh, I am just completely beat up from that place. But it also is kind of like I broke a sweat in there, got a workout in, had a lot of fun, challenged myself, and it was pretty much empty. I didn't have to wait in line for anything. I definitely want to go back. The whole thing only cost me 18 bucks. And if I sign up for their shit, like if I buy 10 passes, then it's cheaper. I don't know how much cheaper, but it gets cheaper. So the only bad thing is it's kind of on the other side of town. And I know you guys would never bitch about this. A lot of you guys live in rural areas, right? Where if I say, man, I like that place, but it's 20-minute drive away. Most of you would go, what? The 20-minute drive is nothing. Well, for me, you guys have seen, if I'm playing video games and I say, I'm going to go get a beer, I put my BRB screen up for 7 minutes, and in 7 minutes, I'm back and I have a beer already, which means the drive is 1 minute away. So the 20-minute drive kind of sucks, and you have to go through like Chinatown, which is terrifying. We all know why. We all know why that is. And then there's a lot of construction. So it's a little bit out of the way, but for the bang for your buck, totally worth it. I cannot wait to go back. And I didn't get sick, you know, not that I thought I would, but I figured jumping around in a foam pit typically could be a good way to get sick. Who knows? So all of that just happened yesterday. We're going to have 3 fun-ass days in a row because double backflip day, right? Boom. Then we have today, podcast, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. And then tomorrow, we get John Jones, Chandler. We get all kind of great fucking fights tomorrow. And then the next day, I think I might have some friends coming into town to ride skateboards. So I'm going to have maybe some of the funnest, like 4 days in a row. Kind of sad you guys can't all be there to join me. But you guys can do your own thing. You guys can join us for the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight. And I only wanted to talk about this because, well, I always try to make some kind of like prediction, right? And I don't think that my prediction is that far out of the realm of possibility. I keep seeing in the chat room for multiple days and all over Twitter and all over my Facebook, people saying, man, it's going to be great when Mike Tyson knocks out Jake Paul. Man, all he has to do is hit him one time and it's over. Oh, man, you don't know. Yeah, he might be a little old, but he still has the power. I'm getting so tired of listening to, like, these ridiculous claims. And, yes, I am a Mike Tyson fan. I feel like everyone is. It's impossible at this point not to be unless you believe he like raped a chick. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are super anti Mike Tyson. But a lot of people think that this is an even fight, and that is ridiculous. I think I was watching some footage of an exhibition fight of Mike Tyson versus Holyfield. Did not look like that good. I think people just look at Mike Tyson, they just look at who it is, and it sort of influences what they're seeing. It's like people look at him and they get this augmented reality over their face and they're like, oh yeah, and it makes them believe that this is the same Mike Tyson from before. Versus, okay, first off, look at it from this way. If we disagree on like the physical advantage Jake Paul's going to have, being in his prime and not 58 years old and having competed in the past year or so, if we ignored all of that, I think we could just say, oh, boxing is super rigged. It's always been really rigged. And one of the people fighting in the main event owns a big piece of the entire promotion, which has happened before. You know, you get that a lot with Mayweather, right? I guess, and before that, De La Hoya here and there. But if you guys are gonna pretend that the physical advantage doesn't exist, you have to at least acknowledge that there's been a lot of really insanely rigged fights just as recent as the last like 5 years. So it's not a sport that I would consider trustworthy, right? And also, listen, when I ride a skateboard on Instagram, everyone calls me an old washed up piece of shit. An old washed up piece of shit, okay? Mike Tyson is almost double my fucking age. Okay, maybe not double, but that motherfucker, like, you can't call me washed when I'm doing kickflip back lip slides, all right? And then picture me at 58 years old. Picture me at 58 years old, and I have to go against, like, well, I don't want to say like a top skater, because then I would acknowledge that Jake Paul's a top boxer and he is not. I don't know, man. 58-year-old me against the toughest guy at Walmart. Okay, I'm probably gonna lose. I'm very likely to lose. In fact, 58-year-old Mike Tyson might not be able to hang with the toughest guy at Walmart. Kind of depends on which Walmart you're at. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it seems so far out of the realm of possibility for Tyson to win. I put money on Jake Paul by knockout. I don't think that's going to happen. Guys, before you interrupt me, I don't think that's going to happen, but I think it's the smartest value for my money. It's that specific bet. And I've parlayed that with a lot of my UFC bets tomorrow anyways. But I guess what I'm saying is, value for your money. The sports books know that there's going to be an absurd amount of money on Mike Tyson just because people want to say they bet Mike Tyson. And you're going to get the celebrities in there. You know, who knows? Drake's going to pop in and drop, $500,000 on Tyson or something like that. So I think the smart money for me is the Jake Paul. But you know what? Fight hasn't happened yet. Probably won't happen for another 3 or 4 hours. I'm going to have some friends over here. We're going to cook some ribs. I'm going to cook some Brussels sprouts and some bacon so we get some healthy shit going. I got a potato. Can't wait to get the grilling going. And we'll all see. We will all find out what happens, and maybe we'll be able to talk about it next week. What else do I have going on? I wanted to talk to you guys very briefly. Dingo had brought this up. What are you guys doing with this winter weather? Have you guys been forced to turn on your heaters yet? Someone had asked me how cold it gets at night here, and inside my house, the coldest I think it's gotten down to is 58 degrees. I think that's the coldest, and that's very cold for me. I'm a warm, desert-dwelling lizard man. I'm a lizard boy. I'm not no gay frog. Hell no. I'm a desert, strong-ass, tough desert lizard. But I feel like I do much better in the very, very hot weather than the cold weather. But I'm doing pretty good. At 58 degrees, dude, my face is freezing. I got 4 thick-ass blankets keeping me warm. The dog does not like this weather right now. So I be, bundling him up a little bit. I thought he would be able to handle this weather a little better, but he's getting more cuddly. We all love that. But he's also kind of antisocial now. So when he wants to cuddle, he'll come and sit on you. But also, if he doesn't, he'll go in that bedroom because the bedroom's a little bit hotter. The sun hits that room first in the morning, and it's better insulated than anywhere else in the house, pretty much. So he goes in there because it's 2 degrees warmer, and he just sleeps in there all day long. But I think I can make it another like 3 degrees. I think I will try to hold off on turning the heat on until it's 55 degrees. But I'll tell you guys, when I get up to let the dog out, I usually let him up around 8 a.m. I can feel how cold it is, man. It is cold walking through the house. I have carpet everywhere, so I don't have to touch like tile. But I have tile in my bathroom, so I go in there, I touch the ground, I go. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to turn on the heat. We will get around to that eventually. But also, speaking of being cold at night, I was looking into maybe buying pajamas. And this is something I talked about on Twitter, but I'm not being sarcastic. I feel like sometimes I ask questions that are dumb that most people would know. but I don't know the answer. For example, when we talked about me making my first pancake, you know, and I had to get information from you guys, like, oh, what do I mix it with? Oh, what do you mean? It could be milk or water. Oh, the mix. Oh, I can make it from scratch. Oh, I need flour and baking powder and shit. Like, okay, cool. You guys helped me with the old pancake. So now I'm wondering, what's up with pajamas? Okay, couple of things. When you're wearing pajamas, are you supposed to wear them like into the bed, right? Like they're like shorts and a shirt. So you have two articles of clothing. Couple things. If one of my buddies comes over and I'm wearing pajamas, does that make me weird? If I'm like, oh, hold on, I gotta change. Am I weird? Letting another person see you in your pajamas, number one, is that weird? Yes or no? Is that weird? Number two, you're wearing them in the bed. Since you're only wearing them in the bed, how often do you wash them? I wash my sheets, my pillowcases, you know, how often do you wash these? And how dirty are they gonna get? Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna fart in them a little bit, couple of farts here and there. It's not like I'm working on an oil rig, you know, getting drenched in. I'm not at the bottom of a Jiffy Lube getting gasoline poured on me. It's not like they're gonna stink or anything. So how often do I wash them? And then question number three, what material am I supposed to get? Because if I fuck around and go on Amazon.com and I get some shit straight out of China and it's gonna be itchy and thick and heavy and feel like cardboard on my skin, then I'm not gonna even want to wear it. You know, later in life, I've paid a lot more attention to what type of t-shirts I get and what type of material they are, because when I'm going through my closet, if I'm in a bad mood, specifically all my Golden Knights gear, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm not wearing some rough ass shirt to a hockey game where I'm gonna be uncomfortable and fucking scratchy. I'll wear that shit like I don't know if I have to put a shirt on to answer the door. You know, okay, I'll throw it on. Okay, I got my cardboard shirt on, whatever. I've been getting like the nicest of the nice, you know, like soft material. It makes you more likely to wear it. Makes you happy to wear it. Sometimes I be looking through my closet. I go, oh, you again? Damn, this softest shirt. Oh, damn. Makes you more happy to wear it. So I wanna apply that same thought process to the pajamas. So I was reading a little bit of what you guys are saying. You guys are saying cotton, silk, once a week is forgivable. Once a week? Oh yeah, right. I'm going once every 3 weeks. If you say 1 week, I'm going 3. Silk is not breathable. So no silk. Wait. Silk, yes, or silk, no? Silk, luxury and sexy. Egyptian cotton. What is Egyptian cotton? Get cotton. So okay, everyone says get cotton. Should a nightgown? Should I get a nightgown? Okay. No silk. If your friend sees you, you will turn gay. I turn gay. So it's different from okay, it's different from the usual. You're wearing them to bed. That's why once a week. I'm saying, yeah, if I put it on before I get into bed and then I take it off when I get out of bed and put on jeans, where did it ever get dirty? Other than the occasional fart. Or sometimes the dog will lay on me sometimes too. I didn't think of that. Sometimes the dog will lay on me. Yeah, I was looking for advice on which nightgown I should get. Okay. Well, if you guys aren't gonna say anything nice, don't say anything at all. What else is going on? I'm back, baby. I'm back in the game. There's only a couple things I've been addicted to in my life. And I'm back on that nasty stuff, dude. I'm back doing that nasty stuff that I tried to quit so long ago. I'm playing Mario 64 again. It is a real mess, dude. It is not good for my health. We need to stop. We cannot get back into Mario 64 the way that it destroyed my mental game many years ago. So we're speedrunning Mario 64. We're doing 16 star. I have decided that since I have a better controller now, I am not going to do the advanced strategies because I do those and it ruins my entire day. So we are doing one Mario 64 speed run every single day on Twitch. So if you guys don't know, I also stream on Twitch Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays. So every single day, or like 4 days a week at least, we're going to do one speed run of Mario 64. Our warm-up game was a 25. Our second speed run was a 24. We are going to try to get maybe sub 19. I think that'll be the goal. I think that we could probably achieve that if we stay diligent. I think we could beat that in like 2 or 3 months, only playing once a day. And I'm excited to be back on it. So if you guys are fans of watching me speedrun Mario 64, that's actually the first thing I did on Twitch. When I began Twitch after, I had done like podcasts and stuff. We did Shredcast. I did another live show called like Friday Live. And those might have been on Justin.tv. But I'm saying when I came back to what Twitch is today, I was mostly running Mario 64. So some of you guys that have been following this Twitch channel for like 6, 7 years or however long it's been, you guys will remember those times. I made a potluck. Listen, greatest potluck idea yet. We're still getting it perfect, but on the 30th, I'm going to a Friendsgiving. So everyone brings some food. You go over there, you ride your skateboard, you fucking eat, you listen to music, whatever. You know, just hang out, get drunk. So I usually bring chicken wings, and I've become like the chicken wing guy. And I want to change that. I don't want to be the chicken wing guy no more. I always bring over the spiciest chicken wings I can possibly make. And then all the skaters eat it. And then they die. And then they all complain. And then they all go, oh, that was good. And then at the end of the day, everyone eats all my wings. And I'm happy and proud of myself. We're changing it, dude. New idea. Pinwheels. We did a practice run. So you just get like a lunch meat. Here's what I'm doing. A lunch meat. A cheese. Bacon. And then I make my own mayonnaise. Well, I mix the bacon fat with the mayonnaise, spread that everywhere, and then pepperoni. Boom. Roll it up. Big, long ass, like a burrito. Chop it. Boom, boom, boom. Chop it. Now, here's where I'm adding to it. It's already going to be very, very spicy from the mayonnaise. It's going to be very spicy from the mayonnaise because I'm going to throw like some type of crazy extract hot sauce into the mayonnaise. So every bite you'll touch a little bit of mayonnaise, which will really be more like a burger sauce, right? I'll mix it with like Dijon and then some crazy habanero pepper and ghost pepper powder and then Dave's Insanity and then maybe some lemon or something to thin it out enough and then bacon fat. So then boom, that gets on everything. Anyways, I'm thinking the pinwheels, after you chop them into pinwheels, right? Little small, little diamonds, right? Little coins. I'm thinking you turn them sideways, put another dollop of extra hot sauce, then put a raw sliced jalapeno and then a toothpick. Boom. So you're hiding like the kiss of death on the very top of it. That's what you'll get first. Quick, slow burn. Then once you get the mayonnaise, that'll be the throat burn. That'll be the... And that's it. And then the jalapeno on top is just for decoration. And I'm thinking instead of to serve the pinwheels with the cross section up, serve them on their side. I think that'd be the way to do it. I also think I might flatten them all. So instead of pinwheels, they kind of look like little Fig Newtons. It'd be like a little spicy Fig Newton shape. But you could eat it in one bite if you wanted to, or 2 bites. That's what I'm going with. That's the idea. I'll let you guys know how they turn out when that happens. But our trial run was, I would say 9 out of 10. The only thing I'm going to change now is I need to chop the bacon into way smaller bits. Because the bacon pieces I had in there got a little crispy. And when I got to rolling, they were trying to pierce through the tortilla. So if you guys have any ideas on that, I would love to hear those. Moving on. Would you guys like to be the winners of a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack sent directly to your home? I would love to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack sent directly to my home. Okay, well, then this is for you. All you have to do is answer this question correctly in the chat room. What do you call a person who studies insects? A person who studies or is an expert in the branch of zoology concerned with insects. They have identified 800,000 different insect species. They need to be competent to distinguish the dangerous mosquitoes from the harmless ones. They have long been fascinated by the ability of insects to track odors to their sources. All right, Paul Miranda says entomologist. Let me see if that is right. Entomologist. Fletcher says insectologist, entomologist, anthropologist, biologist, an autism, entomologist, bug bro, backdoor aunts, Tourette's. Paul Miranda is the champion. What else did I read right there? Hold on. Insectologist, what is an anthropologist then? Wait a minute. Why is anthropologist not the answer? Because that is something too, right? Is that just ants? It can't be. Somebody Google that or ask the bot, and we can figure that out right now. What else has been going on? I followed a YouTube channel where this guy he uploads all the time, and all he does is eat fish out of a can. And I thought that looks cool because he found a really spicy one. And I've been through the canned fish area of the grocery store. Some of them are like $1, $1.50. Very cheap to get a little bit of fish. Maybe even cheaper than that. So I looked it up to see, oh, maybe I could get a spicy one and eat it on stream. That would be funny, right? Where I looked it up, these fuckers like $15 to $20 per can. You take the actual price, they times it by 20 because it's all imported. So if anyone was excited about watching me eat spicy canned fish, it's never gonna happen. So sorry that we had to tell you like this. What else has been going on? Last night I noticed I have not been watching much Netflix, but I went on it last night just to see if there was something new. And I found out that finally Cobra Kai new season is out. Well, actually, weirdly enough, it's not a new season. They separated, I think it's season 6, but it's part 2 of a new season. Why wouldn't they just call that a new season? I don't know. It's really corny. It's really awful. The more I watch it, there's one chick who just, her eyes look like they're too far apart. I can't fucking stop looking at that. And then there's so few characters that every character has to have some sort of involvement with every other character. So every character has either fought or fucked by now. And they're running out of like storyline. They're running out of things to do. So it's all going to come to a stop pretty soon. I cannot imagine there being another season after this because they're just running out of ideas. And the show, if you like Karate Kid, if you like the nostalgia, if you like the soundtrack, if you like the retro-ness, if you like the semi-bad acting that you liked back then you would love Cobra Kai, the remake of it. It has a lot of original characters. And although it is extremely corny, right? It's almost like you're watching something made by Disney Channel. It still, for me, is really fun to watch. So if you guys didn't know the new season came out, then I'm here to let you know that it did. Well, that's all I have for the official podcast today. I will continue streaming, but as far as giving you guys topics and the YouTube version and all that, that's all I got for you guys today. If you tuned in late, don't worry. The repeat of this podcast comes out on Podbean, on iTunes, on Spotify, everywhere where podcasts. We do this podcast every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. Can I get a, oh, hell yeah, from everybody who chose to stick around in the chat? I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, this is the only channel on Twitch that gives away free Ninja Lifestyle sticker packs every single day. I guess they're not really free. The cost is that you have to answer the question correctly. That's what you pay. You pay with your brain. I get a little piece of your brain every time that you win a sticker pack. So I am actually the real winner. Shout out to Cam702, Ishwave, OGZ, Dingo, Donger, Dude, iBook Boy, Fitnoid, Fletcher, Day Day, Cam, Generation L. I appreciate you guys all for hanging out. Think we had a good time here today. Appreciate all the support from you guys. We got iBook Boy resubscribing for 44 months. Fletcher resubscribed for 6 months. They call me Ziggs. Donated a couple of bucks. Minute Maid bought me a beer tonight. Appreciate you guys for your support. If you don't have any money, that's fine. No one has any money. There's no money left anymore. But you know what you do have? The ability to tell a friend about the podcast, or you can go on the iTunes app and you can leave a nice positive review about how my podcast changed your life for the better. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And as I always say, don't drink too much and don't drink too little. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, pajama match. One way in, no way out. Extra grease.